Another high-value export out of Venezuela made big headlines this week, and that would be the opposition leader, María Corina Machado, who was secretly spirited out of Venezuela so she could pick up her Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo, Norway. Her extraction from the socialist dictatorship counts as one of the most daring, high-stakes escapes to happen in years. To elude the grip of Venezuela's President Maduro, Machado had to disguise herself. She wore a wig. Then she slipped through several military checkpoints to reach a fishing boat bound for Curacao. And from there, she took a private jet to Norway. This was the reaction from supporters in Oslo when she stepped onto the balcony last night. María Corina. So, how did she get out of Venezuela, where she's been literally in hiding for the past year? Well, to quote the Beatles, she got a little help from her friends, including a friend of this show, Gray Bull Rescue's Bryan Stern. Regular viewers might remember Bryan from his efforts rescuing stranded Americans from places like Jamaica during Hurricane Melissa, Israel during its conflict with Iran, and Afghanistan during the last administration's botched withdrawal. But this latest extraction, called Operation Golden Dynamite, was the most complicated yet. It was a 16-hour ordeal, which involved active pursuit by Maduro regime forces. And that wasn't even the biggest challenge. As you probably know, traveling in a small boat through the waters near Venezuela can be dangerous these days. And once they were on the open sea, sailing to Curacao, Machado and Gray Bull had the very real worry of a possible strike by U.S. forces who might mistake them for a drug boat. Gray Bull Rescue's Bryan Stern joins us now. He's also the Special Operations and Intelligence Community veteran. Bryan, great to have you here. This is pretty incredible. You said this felt like Mission Impossible because you were moving around someone you compared to, quote, a rock star. Tell me how this all came about.
We got called by a friend of ours a week ago today, exactly a week ago. It was 9 p.m. last Friday about do we want to deal with a special project in Venezuela? And then from there, we got connected to Maria's team early, late that night. And then we had long conversations on Saturday, deployed on Sunday, set conditions for Monday, and initiated on Tuesday. So it was very, very, very fast, which is how we like to do things around here at Gray Bull Rescue. Our motto is to save lives at the speed of need. This is that. Maria is a hero of mine for many years. So from a personal standpoint, this was the operation of my life. It was amazing. I've been tracking her for many years, and she's just amazing in every way.
She's been hiding now for a year in Venezuela. How did you get her past all the military checkpoints in Caracas? I mean, Maduro's forces are actively hunting her.
Well, the Venezuelan intelligence services, the Cuban intelligence services, the Russian intelligence services, the Iranian intelligence services, Hezbollah, the cartels, and all kinds of other people in Venezuela have been looking for Maria for a really long time, very long time. She hasn't seen her kids in 2 years because of the oppressive nature of the security services. How we did it is we don't really want to get into too many details for security purposes, but what I'll say is that her. This is our 800th mission that we've done. We've rescued over 8,400 people, but this is the first person we've ever rescued who has a Wikipedia page. Maria is the second most popular person in the Western Hemisphere after Maduro. There are billboards with her face on it and things like that. So this was very, very, very difficult. There are lots of people involved. Lots of people helped out that don't know that they helped out. This was kept very, very, very tight. There was lots of deception involved, lots of ruses involved, lots of thought involved, and but it worked. It worked, yeah. And this was really the operation of. It really was a pretty epic.
Machado reached a fishing port where she was transported. You guys got her onto a small boat. You were worried that the United States military has been bombing small boats it suspects of carrying drugs. Did you coordinate with defense officials ahead of time to say, this is who we are, this is who we're transporting?
Yes, we actually used two different boats in this operation, a small boat and then a bigger boat. The small boat went not too far. The big boat went very far. The seas were 5 to 10 feet. This happened in the middle of the night in pitch black with no communications, no lights in the middle of the sea. So this is a very dangerous operation. With respect to coordinating with the military, this is our 800th time doing this, literally 800 times. And when we do these things in these kinds of places, we always transmit up to the U.S. government, to our colleagues and our friends in the interagency, within the diplomatic corps, the intelligence community, and the military. This was a little bit different because the U.S. military in this case is the one dropping things from the sky. Usually it's the Russians or Iran or somebody else. So this was actually a little bit easier to deal with, frankly. But even with our coordination unofficially with the military, even then we were very tight-lipped about who we were rescuing until the very, very, very end. Most people thought that we were extracting an American citizen out, and that was kind of we did that for, again, operational security reasons and counterintelligence purposes.
Yeah, I was going to ask why they didn't offer to help. I mean, this is obviously, by almost universal accounting, this is the true president of Venezuela. Maduro stole the election from her. I would have thought the U.S. government would have been happy to try and get her out and help you in any way it could.
I think that they could have if they would have, or I don't know. Again, she is the rightful president, but this is delicate stuff. This is very delicate. We're going behind enemy lines. We're in enemy waters. This is a great way to escalate a conflict, which is already escalating. So, you know, our interagency friends and the intelligence community friends and our diplomatic friends in the State Department and our associates in the military at very high levels. They were all supportive. They're all supportive, but at the same time, they're limited in what they're able to actually do at the same time. So we were able to transmit to them, and we made sure they didn't blow us up, which is very important. Two boats rendezvousing in the middle of the night off the coast of Venezuela is a great way to become an accidental target. So we made sure that that didn't happen. I had a very deep interest in that because I was on the boat. So I personally didn't want that to happen for me.
Yeah, you'd like to not get blown up. I'm curious. You obviously have a huge amount of respect for her. I think a lot of her. You just spent a lot of very, high stress time with just a handful of you together in some pretty extraordinary circumstances. What did you talk about? What was that like?
Great question. We talked about family a lot. She talked a lot. We didn't talk anything about politics. We didn't talk anything about her new economic policy and all the things that she's very known for. She talked mostly about excitement to see her daughters, to see her children for the first time in 2 years. And we were all very tired. We were all very wet. We were cold, wet, in the dark, bouncing off the waves in 10-foot seas. So this was not very comfortable for anybody. But it's fascinating because she's known as the Iron Lady, is what a lot of people call her. And I always thought that was a euphemism for her resolute patriotism to her people. I will tell you, we're some pretty salty men on this thing, some pretty seasoned, experienced veterans, and we were pretty miserable and whining and moaning the whole time.
And she
didn't complain. She didn't complain once. She didn't complain once. So
Good
it was.
For her. Okay.
Yeah, she's amazing. She is truly, truly, truly. She is my hero. I looked to her for inspiration for many years.
All right.
And I can't be happier to be part of this operation. And my whole team at Grable Rescue, it was a lot of people worked on this.
Yep. Bryan Stern, congratulations. Extraordinary rescue that you pulled off there. Bryan Stern with Grable Rescue. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.